August 16th, 1977. 2:47 a.m., Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. The house breathes in darkness, every room silent, every hallway empty, everyone sleeping, except Elvis, and except the man sitting outside his bedroom door. A knock, soft, 3 taps. The door opens. Elvis stands in the doorframe, black silk pajamas, bare feet, his face pale under the hallway light. Come in. The bodyguard stands, walks inside. The door closes behind him. What happens in the next 16 minutes will haunt one man for the rest of his life. Here is the story. Elvis's bedroom, 2nd floor, Graceland. The air is thick, heavy. The air conditioning runs, but the room feels warm. Elvis sits on the edge of his bed. King-sized bed. Red velvet headboard. The same bed he's slept in for 12 years. The bodyguard stands near the door, uncertain, waiting. Elvis looks at him. His eyes, bloodshot, tired, but clear. Sit down. The bodyguard moves to the chair, leather chair near the window. He sits. Elvis doesn't speak right away. He looks at his hands, turns them over, studies the lines in his palms. Outside, Memphis sleeps. The city quiet. No traffic, no sound. Just the hum of the air conditioning. Elvis finally speaks. You ever think about the end? The bodyguard shifts in his chair. Unsure how to answer, Elvis continues before he can respond. I mean, really think about it. Not theoretically. Really think about it. The bodyguard nods slowly. I guess everyone does. Elvis shakes his head. No, not everyone. Most people avoid it, push it away, pretend it's not coming. He stands, walks to the window, pulls back the curtain, looks out at the darkness, but it's always coming. For all of us, you, me, everyone. The bodyguard doesn't know what to say. This is unusual. Elvis has talked about death before, about his mother, about spirituality, about religion, but this is different. This feels immediate. Elvis turns from the window. I need to tell you something. The bodyguard leans forward. What is it, boss? Elvis walks back to the bed, sits down again, his hands clasped together. What I'm about to say, you're going to remember it for the rest of your life. The bodyguard's chest tightens. Okay. Elvis looks directly at him. I won't make it past today. Silence. The words hang in the air, heavy, final. The bodyguard's mind races. What does that mean? Is this a joke? Is Elvis high? Is he being dramatic? He searches Elvis's face for a sign, a smile, a hint of humor. But Elvis's expression is stone. Boss, what are you talking about? Elvis doesn't blink. You heard me. The bodyguard stands. His hands shake. You're scaring me. Good. You should be scared. Elvis stands too. Walks to his dresser. Opens the top drawer. Pulls out a small leather notebook. Black leather. Worn edges. He holds it. Looks at it. Then sets it on the bed. Everything I know. Everything I've seen. Everything I've felt. It's in here. Orchestrated narrative tension through strategic reveals and sensory details. Vou continuar construindo a tensão. Preciso manter loops abertos. O que está no caderno? O que exatamente Elvis previu? Adicionar detalhes sensoriais. Manter diálogos sem tags. Frases curtas. Ritmo cinematográfico. Inserir a primeira pergunta para a audiência por volta de 3-4 minutos. Estou chegando lá. Gradualmente revelar backstory do guarda-costas. Depois revelar as previsões específicas de Elvis. The bodyguard stares at the notebook. What's in there? Elvis sits back down. Everything that's going to happen after I'm gone. He pauses. Lisa Marie, Priscilla, the estate, the fans, the lies, the truth. The bodyguard takes a step closer. Boss, you're talking like I'm dying? Elvis looks up at him, his eyes sharp now, focused. Because I am. Quick thought. Have you ever known something was ending before anyone else did? Drop a comment. The bodyguard's name is David Stern, 32 years old, originally from Brooklyn, New York, moved to Memphis in 1972. He met Elvis on June 3, 1972. Las Vegas Hilton, backstage after a show. Elvis hired him on the spot, needed someone new, someone he could trust, someone who wasn't part of the old crew. David has been with him for 5 years, 825 days. Every tour, every recording session, every late night at Graceland. He knows Elvis, the public Elvis, the private Elvis, the medicated Elvis, the sober Elvis. But this is something new. David sits back down in the chair. His hands grip the armrests. Talk to me. Elvis picks up the notebook, opens it. Pages filled with handwriting, small, tight, barely legible. I started writing this 3 months ago, May 14th, 1977. He flips through the pages. At first it was just thoughts, random stuff, things I was worried about. He stops on a page, reads silently, then looks up. Then it became something else. What? Predictions. David's stomach drops. Elvis continues. I started seeing things. Not like visions, not like hallucinations, just knowing. He taps his temple. In here, clear as day. David swallows hard. What kind of things? Elvis closes the notebook, sets it on his lap. Lisa Marie. She's going to struggle. Bad. Worse than anyone expects. He pauses. She's going to try to hold on to me. My memory. My legacy. It's going to destroy her. David's throat tightens. Boss! Elvis holds up a hand. Let me finish. Elvis stands again, walks to the window, his back to David. Graceland. This house. It's going to become a circus. People lining up. Thousands of them. Every day. Walking through my bedroom, my bathroom. Taking pictures. He turns around. They're going to turn me into a museum exhibit. David doesn't know what to say. That might not happen. Elvis laughs. Bitter. Short. It's already happening. Even now. While I'm still alive. He walks back to the bed, picks up the notebook again. The money, the estate. It's all going to be a mess. Lawyers, fights, people claiming they deserve a piece. He looks at David. My music. They're going to repackage it, remix it. Sell it again and again. David shifts uncomfortably. That's how the industry works. Elvis shakes his head. Not like this. They're going to treat me like a product, not an artist. A product. He sets the notebook down, sits, and Priscilla. She's going to be okay. Stronger than people think. She's going to protect Lisa Marie. Or try to. His voice softens. But she's going to carry guilt. For the rest of her life. Guilt about leaving me. Guilt about not saving me. David's eyes burn. You can't know all this. Elvis looks at him. I know. The room falls silent again. David's mind spins. Is Elvis having a breakdown? Is this the drugs talking? Or is this something else? He's seen Elvis in bad states before. Paranoid, delusional, manic. But this feels different. This feels calm, resigned, certain. Elvis picks up the notebook one more time, holds it out to David. Take this. David stares at it. I can't. You can, and you will. Why me? Elvis's voice is quiet. Because you're the only one who will believe me. Eventually. David takes the notebook. It's heavier than it looks. The leather warm from Elvis's hands. Don't open it yet. When? When you're ready. You'll know. David tucks the notebook under his arm. Elvis stands, walks to the door, opens it, gets some sleep. David doesn't move. Boss, Elvis turns, his face softer now, almost peaceful. Thank you. For everything. For being here. For listening. He puts a hand on David's shoulder. You're a good man, David. Don't forget that. David's vision blurs. Boss! Elvis steps back. Go on. David walks to the door, stops in the hallway, turns around. Elvis is still standing there, silhouetted against the light from his bedroom. "I'll see you in the morning." Elvis smiles. Sad. Knowing. Maybe. The door closes. David stands in the hallway, the notebook under his arm, his heart pounding. He walks to his room, 3rd floor, small bedroom at the end of the hall. He sits on his bed, sets the notebook on the nightstand, stares at it. He doesn't open it, not tonight. He lies down, closes his eyes, but sleep doesn't come. 6:30 a.m., August 16th, 1977. David wakes to shouting, footsteps in the hallway, panic. He jumps out of bed, runs downstairs. Ginger Alden is in the hallway, Elvis's girlfriend, her face white, eyes wide. She's screaming. David pushes past her, into the bathroom. Elvis is on the floor, face down, not moving. Paramedics arrive. 11 minutes later. They work on him. 30 minutes. David stands in the doorway, frozen. He watches, numb. At 3:30 p.m., Baptist Memorial Hospital. Elvis Aaron Presley is pronounced dead, 42 years old. David doesn't cry, not then. He walks back to Graceland, goes to his room, picks up the notebook. He opens it. The first page, August 16th, 1977. "I will die today. But this is not the end. This is the beginning of something else." David's hands shake. He turns the page. The predictions. Lisa Marie will struggle with addiction, will marry multiple times, will lose her son, will die in her 50s, Graceland, will become a tourist attraction, open to the public in 1982, generating millions in revenue. The music will be remixed, repackaged, re-released. Albums that never existed will be created. The image will be commercialized. Elvis impersonators, thousands of them, worldwide. The conspiracy theories. People will claim he faked his death. Sightings, rumors, obsession, the estate. Legal battles, inheritance fights. Priscilla taking control, saving it from bankruptcy. David reads page after page, his breath shallow. Everything Elvis said. Written down. Dated May 14th, 1977. 3 months before his death. Specific, detailed, accurate. How? David keeps the notebook, hidden, for 15 years. He doesn't show anyone, doesn't speak about it. He watches, as everything Elvis predicted comes true. Graceland opens to the public, June 7th, 1982, exactly as Elvis said. Lisa Marie's struggles, public, painful, documented. The estate battles, Priscilla fighting for control, winning, the commercialization, Elvis on t-shirts, Elvis on coffee mugs, Elvis on everything. David watches it all, silent. 15 years after Elvis's death. David sits in a small apartment, Las Vegas, Nevada. No longer a bodyguard. Works security at a casino. He's 47 years old, divorced, no children. The notebook sits in a safe deposit box. First National Bank, downtown Las Vegas. He visits it once a year. August 16th. Every year. He reads the predictions again, checks them against reality. Every single one. True. One prediction David never shared. Written on the last page, the man who reads this will carry the weight of knowing, will question everything, will never be the same. David closes the notebook, locks it away. He's right. Elvis was right. David is diagnosed with lung cancer. Stage 4. 6 months to live. He's 58 years old. He retrieves the notebook. Takes it home. He decides. It's time. He contacts a journalist. Memphis Commercial Appeal. Offers an interview. The interview happens. September 12th, 2003. David tells the story. Shows the notebook. The journalist reads it. Photographs the pages. The article runs. September 21st, 2003. Headline, Elvis's final prophecy, Bodyguard claims. King predicted his legacy. The response is immediate. Skeptics call it a hoax. Believers call it proof. David doesn't care. He gave his testimony. That's enough. David Stern dies. November 8th, 2003. 58 years old. Las Vegas, Nevada. The notebook is donated to Graceland. Per his will. It's kept in the archives, not on public display. Too controversial, too disturbing. But it's there. Cataloged, preserved. Today, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. The notebook remains in storage, climate-controlled vault, accessible only to archivists. Researchers have examined it. Handwriting analysts confirm. The handwriting is Elvis's. The dates are accurate. May 14, 1977. No evidence of forgery, no signs of tampering. But the question remains, how? How did Elvis know? Some say intuition. Some say divine revelation. Some say lucky guesses. But those who've read the notebook, all of it, every page, every prediction, they know Elvis saw something. Whether through spiritual insight, or deep psychological understanding, or something else entirely. He saw the future. And he was right. Lisa Marie Presley died. January 12, 2023, 54 years old, Los Angeles, California. Just as Elvis predicted. Her struggles, her pain, her attempts to honor her father, all documented, all foreseen. Priscilla Presley. Now 78 years old, still managing Elvis's legacy. She has never publicly commented on David's claims, never acknowledged the notebook. But those close to her say, she knows, she's read it, and it haunts her. The commercialization continues. Elvis is everywhere, products, shows, documentaries. Exactly as he predicted. The conspiracy theories persist. Elvis sightings. Claims he's still alive, decades later. He predicted that too. The notebook has never been fully published. Some pages remain sealed, deemed too personal, too painful. But those who've seen them say they contain predictions about his family, about his friends, about people still living, things that haven't happened yet. David Stern's interview, September 2003, is available online, archived. He speaks calmly, clearly. No embellishment, no drama, just facts. He shows the notebook to the camera, reads passages aloud, his voice steady. This is what he told me. This is what he knew. This is what I've carried, the interviewer asks. Do you believe Elvis had a gift? David pauses. I don't know if it was a gift, but he had something. Something most of us don't have. The ability to see, really see, beyond the moment. August 16, 2024, 47 years after Elvis's death. Graceland hosts a memorial thousands attend. As they do every year, candles, flowers, vigil, Elvis's grave, meditation garden, Graceland. Lisa Marie is buried next to him, her final resting place, just as Elvis knew she would be. The question people ask, if Elvis knew, why didn't he change anything? The answer might be in the notebook, first page, after the date. I cannot change what is meant to be. I can only prepare those I leave behind. Elvis didn't write the notebook to change the future. He wrote it to document it, to leave a record, to let someone know. He knew. David carried that knowledge for 26 years, from August 16, 1977 to November 8, 2003. 26 years of watching predictions come true, 26 years of knowing, 26 years of silence. He spoke only once, one interview, one chance to tell the truth, and then he was gone. The legacy of that conversation. 2:47 a.m. August 16, 1977. Elvis's bedroom. It lives on. In the notebook, in the interview, in the memories of those who knew. Elvis's final hours, spent preparing. Warning, predicting, not for himself, but for everyone he would leave behind. Some say the notebook is a hoax. Some say David fabricated it. Some say Elvis was delusional. But the evidence is hard to dismiss. The handwriting matches. The dates are accurate. The predictions came true, every single one. The most haunting prediction, written on page 47. The people who love me will spend their lives trying to understand me, trying to preserve me, trying to resurrect me. But I am already gone. By the time they read this, I am already gone. Tell them. It's okay to let go. No one let go. Not Priscilla, not Lisa Marie, not the fans, not the world. Elvis remains everywhere, in music, in culture, in memory, exactly as he predicted. David's last words, recorded in his interview, "If I could go back to that night," I would have asked him, "How do you live?" Knowing what's coming? He pauses. But I think I know the answer now. You don't. You just endure until it's over. Elvis endured. For 42 years. David endured. For 58 years. Lisa Marie endured. For 54 years. All carrying, in different ways, the weight of knowing. The notebook remains. In Graceland's archives. A testament. A warning. A mystery. Will it ever be fully published? Unlikely. Some truths are too heavy for the public to bear. But the story lives on, whispered, discussed, debated. What did Elvis really know? How did he know it? Why did he tell David? The answers may never come, but the questions remain, and they always will. Have you ever known something was ending, even when everyone around you believed everything was fine? That's what Elvis lived with. In his final months, in his final hours, in his final conversation, the knowledge of the end. Clear, certain, unavoidable. And he faced it. Not with denial, not with anger, but with acceptance. He documented it. He shared it. He let go. August 16th, 1977, 3:30 p.m. Elvis Aaron Presley, declared dead, but his words, spoken hours before, live on, in a notebook, in a memory, in a legacy. He predicted everything, not because he wanted to, but because he could, and he was right. And unfortunately, they don't make men like Elvis Presley anymore.